occupational therapy assistant student at Austin Community College. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
May I pull up the seat, please?
Yes.
Fantastic, thank you. All right. For your safety, may I ask you to state your full name and date of birth for me, please?
Yes, it's Kate Strickland, 22874.
Okay, thank you. I am here today to do some manual muscle testing of your scapula to see if you have that muscle power so you can go back to swimming.
Okay.
It should only take about 20 minutes of your time.
Okay.
May I ask you how your pain is today on a pain scale from 1 to 10? 1 being the least and 10 being the greatest?
1.
A 1? Okay. Well, you should not experience any pain during this assessment today, but please, if you do, let me know and we can definitely stop. All right?
Okay.
So let me explain exactly what I'm going to be doing. First, I'll be walking around doing a postural assessment, and then I will go ahead and start the manual muscle testing. And like I said, I'll test that muscle power in your scapula. I'm going to ask you to actually move your arm in different positions. I'm going to ask you to hold that position. I'm going to apply resistance, and I do not want you to let me break your position.
Okay.
That muscle, okay? And how I'm actually going to be using a grading scale to score your muscles, and you're going to hear me say like a 5 out of 5, which is normal. You're able to move through that full range of motion against gravity. A maximum resistance is applied, and you're able to hold that position. I will not be able to break that muscle.
Okay.
And then we have a 4 out of 5, which is good. Full active range of motion against gravity. However, your muscle does break. And then we have a 3 out of 5, which is fair. And for that, you actually will move through the full range of motion against gravity. However, if I apply any type of resistance, your muscle does break.
Okay.
And then we have a 2 out of 5, which is poor. You are able to move through the full range of motion. However, your gravity is eliminated. And then we have a 1 out of 5, which is trace. Now, there is no motion, no range of motion. However, I can feel your muscle contract. And then we do have a 0 out of 5, which is 0, and there is no motion and no muscle contraction. Okay? Now, throughout this assessment, I will need to be placing my hands on you. Will that be all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you have any questions for me before we get started? Okay. And shall we go ahead and begin?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just clear this out of the way, please. Now, the first thing I'll be doing is a postural assessment. I would need you to scoot, please, forward at the edge of that chair. If you would, please put your arms up to the side, your forward, palms facing me. Fantastic. Viewing your sagittal, your frontal, and your transverse planes, looking for symmetry, alignment, and rotation. I am going to come back here and just place my hands on your scapula, and they are level. Fantastic, great. You can just relax there. You're doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'll just stay in that same position, and then we're going to go ahead and do our muscle testing of your scapula. And what I'm going to be testing first is going to be your serratus anterior muscle, and I'm going to be doing scapular abduction and upward rotation. And what I'm going to have you do is actually go ahead and I'm going to actually have you extend your arm to 30 degrees and just kind of reach forward. All right, I'm going to stabilize your scapula. If you would please go ahead and do that motion for me. Extend it, please. Hold it. All right, and I shall go ahead and apply resistance. Great, thank you so much. You're able to hold that for a 5 out of 5. Now, if we had to do gravity eliminate for a 2 out of 5, I would have had you assume the same position. Extend your arm slightly above 90 degrees. I would have supported your elbow here, and then I would come over here and palpitate your serratus anterior, right here at the anterior angle at ribs 1 through 8. All right? Are you doing okay? Any pain there? Okay. So the next one, we're going to be doing a scapular elevation. We are looking at your muscles of the upper traps, levator scapula, and for this, I'm going to have you in just a moment shrug your shoulders, and I'm going to have you hold it. I'm going to have you press down on both of your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and bring your shoulders up for me, shrug. Hold it, please. Don't let me press down. You can relax. 5 out of 5 there. Any pain?
No.
Okay, now if you weren't able to do that, we would eliminate gravity for 2 out of 5. I would have you actually lay prone. You're on the mat there. Your head would be turned away from the test shoulder, and then I would still have you shrug. And then I'd come over here, and then I would palpitate the upper traps at the posterior lateral third of your clavicle.
Okay.
Okay, and no pain there. So now we're going to move on to the next muscle testing, and I will actually need you to go ahead and move on over to this bed, please.
Okay.
And just kind of put yourself in that position there. And then lay on your stomach, which is prone, please. Okay, I'm just going to lift you here. Okay, so we are going to be doing scapular abduction here. Actually, I'm going to do a little more here. And we are looking at the muscles of the middle traps and the rhomboid major. And I'm going to have you go ahead and just extend your arm out, please, and then, actually, you know what? Put your arm back up on there, please, because I realize I tested you on this side here. Okay. Just bring your arm out, please, for me, and to a 90 degree, and just bend at your elbow to a 90 degree. Okay. All right. I'm just going to move you up here to a 90 degrees right there. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and just stabilize your contralateral scapula here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just have you reach your elbow up, please, towards the ceiling. Lift, hold it. Don't let me press you down. Fantastic. You can relax there. We have a 5 out of 5. Now, if you were not able to do that and we had to eliminate gravity, I would come along and support you right here and cradle your shoulder and your arm, and I would palpitate the middle traps at T1 and T5. Any pain with that one there? You doing okay? All right, now for this one here, we're going to do scapular depression and abduction. For this, if you would please extend your arm straight out to 145 degrees. Your forearm is neutral. Your thumb is going to be pointing at the ceiling. Going to stabilize your scapula. Now I am assessing the muscles of the middle and lower traps, and I'm going to go ahead and apply resistance at the distal end of your forearm, just above the wrist. Go ahead and lift your thumb towards the ceiling. Hold it, please. Do not let me press down. Fantastic. You can go ahead and relax there. That was 5 out of 5. Now, if you were not able to do that, we had to eliminate gravity for a 2 out of 5. I would come around here again, support your shoulder and your arm, and then I would palpitate the lower traps at T6 and T12. Doing okay? Any pain there? No. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to scapular abduction and downward rotation. If you could please externally rotate your shoulder and abduct your arm at the back of you. Fantastic there. Okay. Now here we are assessing your rhomboid major and your rhomboid minor muscles. And I'm going to go ahead and support you here at your scapula so you have no trunk rotation. And we'll apply resistance here at the distal end of your humerus. Now, if you would please go ahead and lift your arm away from your back. Hold it. Don't let it press you down. Okay, you can relax there. Great. That was a 5 out of 5. Now, if we had to eliminate gravity for that one, I would have sit you up prone. I would come back I would have you short sit. I would come and support your wrist like so, and then I would come in and palpitate your rhomboid major under that vertebral border there. That would have been a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
Doing okay? Any pain with that one?
No.
Okay, so now for this one, I'm going to have you just sit and let me go ahead and just lower you here. Okay, Ms. Strickland, go ahead if you would just kind of sit up for me on this mat here. Okay, stay just like that for a moment. I think we are going to need some blocks here for this one. Now, for this, which is scapular depression, we're looking at the latissimus dorsi muscles. And I'm going to have you go ahead and just kind of scoot at the edge of that mat just a bit for me there. Extend your legs straight and cross at the ankles. Adduct your arms to your side. Your palms are going to be on these blocks. And in just a moment, I'm going to have you lift. You're going to press off and then lift your bottom off. Okay, go right ahead, please. Fantastic. You can relax there. 5 out of 5. Now, if we had to eliminate gravity, well, if we had to do it too, I would come behind you here, and I would actually do that same motion, and then I would palpate here at the latissimus dorsi, and this is the lateral aspect of the thoracic wall, just above your waist there. How are you doing? Any pain with that one?
No.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, that concludes that muscle testing. If I could have you please move on over back to that chair. Okay. Well, Ms. Strickland, I am happy to say that you do have normal muscle power in your scapula, and you'll be able to return to swimming. Okay?
Good.
How is your pain? Are you on a pain scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the greatest?
1.
A 1? Okay. Now, I am going to return on Monday, and I would like to do some manual muscle testing of your shoulder. All right.
Okay.
Did you have any questions for me before I leave today?
No.
Okay. So please, I'm going to make sure you're nice and safe here. Let me clear the environment. You're scooted back on your chair. Here's the call button. Your feet are flat on the floor. If you need anything at all, there's your call button. And thank you so much for your time today. And I will look forward to seeing you then on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
That's good.
La 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 la.